What's up everybody, my name is Tonny and I'm here with another Warframe video. And in this video we're going to be looking at Umbral Prime. Now, I only have one build for you guys, and that is the Molecular Prime. Okay, so first off would be the focus tree. You guys can go ahead and use whatever focus tree you want. Xeneric, if you guys are a little bit worried about the energy, otherwise just go for moderate for the damage. Okay, so when it comes to the weapons, you guys can use whatever weapons you want. Usually when it comes to killing enemies in Molecular Prime, there should be really easy to get, probably almost to one-shot kills. So any weapon works fine here. So here I have two arcanes. Now, due to the quality of life update, I normally would put two arcane energized here because of the efficiency, or not the efficiency, but the casting of the Molecular Prime is at 100. And since I don't have Prime Flow, I only got 263 energy. But well, again, with the quality of life update, you cannot use two arcanes anymore of the same kind, so you gotta use different arcanes. So all of my previous videos that you guys watched, where I said you guys gotta have two arcane energized, well, scratch that. Just replace the other arcane energized with a survival arcane. For instance, Arcane Guardian, Pulse, Grace, etc. And I assume if I didn't do the math at all, but I assume that 2 Arcane Energize adds up to 60% of chance of getting double energy. So I think that the update actually adds a buff to the Arcanes instead of debuffing the Arcanes or making them less efficient. But anyways, just get 2 different Arcanes from now on in all of my older videos that I posted on Warframe guides here. Just get 2 different Arcanes. Okay. So again, to the build here, so I have 159 strength because the cap for the slowness is at 75%, and all you guys need is 150 or 159 to be exact. So you guys can go higher if you want, but that's just a waste. So 159 is good enough for that. The Molecular Fission basically restores 2 null stars every time a primed enemy is killed. So with that, in conjunction with the null star, you'll constantly get at least 80 to 90% damage reduction. So this is actually pretty good. So don't go in near enemies, and you should be fine. And with that, you get 34 only range here. So that should be enough to make you guys not launch your null stars. But if you guys accidentally launch them, then Molecular Fission is right here for you guys. So the duration is maxed out at 306. This is for the Molecular Prime radius. Now, when it comes to range on this, the range itself is not affecting the initial radius of the Molecular Prime. So only the duration affects this. So the higher duration, the more range you got, the higher, etc., etc. So that's basically that. Not only that, but you also get the effect duration of 91 seconds. That should be enough to kill everybody really quickly. So when it comes to the mods, just like 1 or 2 spares of mods you guys can put down, which is Speed Drift or Raid. You guys can replace these 2 with anything you guys want. I just put these just to make myself a little bit tanky, and a Speed Drift for the casting speed, because the Molecular Prime takes a while to cast, so might as well get this. You guys can replace this with Natural Talent if you want, but I also want the sprint speed as well. So for the aura, you guys can put whatever you guys want. If you guys put Physique, make sure you get Guardian at least. If you guys got Stand United, make sure you get Arcane Pulse maybe, or not Arcane Pulse, Arcane Grace. That way you get both armor and health boost. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the demo for this. When it comes to the Operator Arcane, so since you're pretty squishy, regardless of the whatever you guys have, just make sure that you guys get Magus Elevates if you guys are low in HP, or get any tanking, or get any arcanes that helps you with survival. You guys don't need lockdown here. Even though I still have lockdown, you guys don't need it because you're basically still doing CC with the Nova Prime. So you guys don't need lockdown for this. Usually in most of my Warframes I have lockdown. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys the build for this. So I'm going to go ahead and cast Null Star first, so you guys can see how many I have. So basically I'll show you the range as well, just in case you guys are a little bit interesting. So if I go a little bit closer, I'm gonna go slowly as well, so I know when. Okay, there we go. See, that's the range right there. Okay, so that would be the range. Very, very close. So basically, you might want to stay away from melee range, just straight out shoot it. So, go ahead and show you guys. Oh wait, hold on. Let me. I just realized that I need to Actually, I'm gonna just leave it like this. I'm gonna go ahead and activate the AI since it's paused right now, so you guys can see how much damage reduction it is. I'm probably gonna reset to 170. Let me see if it's still at 170. No, it's not. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill this enemy. Let's see how much damage I take from 170 bombards. Pretty sure I'm gonna get one shot still, but again, let's see. Okay, here we go. I think I forgot to activate AI. Whoops. All right. Let's put two of these guys here. All right, so just one shot from 170. I take two shots down. So again, it's not really a makes you super tanky to like Rhino style, but it should at least save you from certain deaths sometimes. Let me see what happens if I get shot from here. I'll wait. I'll wait. Okay, there we go. Let's try again. Come on, good. Taking a sweet time to shoot me. Okay, there we go. There's one rocket. All right. So that's basically one shot from there. With the quality of life update, with the shields, health, and armor, I'm pretty sure that's I'm still probably gonna get one shotted maybe. Who knows? Uh, so that's basically it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the gameplay demo for this. Um, Again, I'm pretty sure you guys will not fight against 170, so don't get too alarmed with the two shots or one shot in here. Just note that you probably take a lot of damage, basically. Like you probably in Neo Fissures for sure you'll take like 5 damage per shot from a Grenier. So that should be enough to kill whatever you gotta kill. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the gameplay down for this so that you guys can see how I play with this build here. Uh, Forgot to mention the other build. Forgot to mention the other abilities real fast for you guys, just in case you guys are looking for the builds for these. So when it comes to Wormhole, I recommend not to make a build for that, and here's the reason why. The only reason you guys want to use Wormhole is because of the fast to travel from one place to another instantly. In my opinion, that's not worth it as a Nova. If you're playing as a Nova, it's not worth it because it's just no point really. You could just use your your operator to do that stuff. So I mean, it's actually more convenient than the wormhole. So I wouldn't recommend making a wormhole build at all. For the antimatter orb, so I did some testing on this, the antimatter drop thing. Usually, if you make a damage build on this with some range, you will one shot 170 is no problem. But the only problem with that is the radius. So the radius is stuck at 15 meters, and so it's not really worth making a build for this at all. Because if you're just shooting your orb out, and there's just like a ton of guys there, you could literally just shoot them off before the orb even hits them, right? So if you have a really good strong weapon, you can probably just kill them off fast without even the orb hitting. So again, not really worth grabbing. If they speed up the orb just a little bit or allow us to self-detonate that while we shoot the orb, then that'll be a little bit more convenient or increase the range on that. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. Nova Prime is made for CC. So that's that. Again, just only one build here. Molecular Prime, I think, is the only build I see fit here on this Nova Prime. So, going to show you guys the gameplay demo right about now. Okay, so here is the Molecular Prime demo. So, first off, the stats. Usually you don't want to put Vitality or Redirection here because you're still going to be squishy regardless because of the armor you get, which is 50, I believe. And if you try to buff the armor anymore, you probably get around 200 or so, and it's still not enough to protect you from getting one-shotted or two-shotted on enemies like this. So what I think is best would be Arcane Guardian here. So every time you get shot, you get like what 400, 600%. Rank 5 Arcane Guardian is 600%. So you'll probably be able to take more damage than usual. When it comes to the damage reduction on how the null stars work, it's basically 5% per particle. So at 18 you'll get 90 for some reason. Usually if you do the math it's 80, but somehow they add an extra 10%. I'm not sure where the 10% is coming from. So if you guys have any idea on where the 10% is coming from, just comment down below because I'm pretty curious on this. I didn't research on this at all, but usually it didn't say on a wiki and what the extra 10% is coming from. So yeah, again, if you guys have any ideas, you can comment down below where it's coming from, the source, so people can know and I know. But onto the playstyle here. So usually you don't want to stay too close to the enemies, otherwise your null stars will be used up, and then you'll get less damage reduction. Only way to restock that is the molecular fission, which basically every time you kill two enemies, you get. Oh no, I'm sorry. You get every time you kill one enemy, you get 2 null stars back. So that's pretty good. That's pretty hefty. So you don't have to recast this at all on the null stars. Molecular Prime is 155 drain on energy when you cast it. I think, yeah, 155 probably, 100 something. So it's not that big of a deal. You can only cast this twice, and usually you only cast it once in a while. So again, you guys don't need Prime Flow for this or efficiency at all. Unless you're probably doing with survival, then you might want to switch out your focus tree for that. So when it comes to the tankiness, I'll show you guys how the damage reduction work here, or how much damage you can take. Mostly, when it comes to basic damage, you take less damage. Damage over time, you take more damage for some reason. So I don't know the math behind that, so don't ask me that at all. Just look it up if you guys want to, or if you guys are curious on the math on that. Just look it up. So as you guys can see here, I am using Molecular Prime on most enemies here. That's too close, so I don't use it on like a few enemies at all. It's not worth it. Just kill them all. Just wipe them off. Just a few enemies. Usually when there's a lot of enemies, you want to use it and then start killing away. So you guys can use any weapons you want for this. It doesn't really matter. I think with the Molecular Prime, they're debuffed already. So you can use a weak weapon if you want. So I'm going to show you guys the damage reduction here a little bit. So here is the damage reduction here. It's a little bit low. It's not that bad. So you can stand there and just tank. But if they do DOT or fire damage or any status damage, you're probably going to take a lot of damage. So that's that. So if you guys like this video, give it a like. Subscribe to support my channel. It means a lot to me for supporting me because I am trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Hopefully this guide helps you guys. So thank you for watching. Peace out, guys.